Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. I forgot to add my little avatar to the video. My bad. Sorry. I'm slipping today. Hi, how are you? So, Foodie Beauty is currently doing a live stream right now. We're not that far behind, but she has titled the live stream, I Have Some Things on My Mind, and she's going to go off about FFG. So what's happened today? Why is she angry at FFG today? Uh, I think she's angry at French Fry Girl because French Fry Girl literally just dropped all the receipts showing that the cat was saved from, and I'm going to spell it out because of freaking YouTube. YouTube doesn't let us say what we want to say anymore. It's all about censor this and censor that. So I got to spell out the word. The receipts literally said saved from NEGLECT. Yes. So she dropped all the receipts. She said she would. She did. Maybe that's why she's mad. She did a live stream just a little bit ago. I just uploaded the react and not even had a chance to put it up on the channel. And Foodie said earlier in her react that she was in a bad mood, but she didn't say why. Maybe she was in a bad mood because she knew what was going to happen today with Frenchie showing the receipts of everything that was wrong with the cat, and she was just waiting for it. So once it happened, she just decided to go off a little bit. So she's doing a live stream, and I want to give my thoughts. I want to go ahead and record it because half the stuff that Foodie does on her channel, she dirty deletes, especially stuff where she's ranting a bit. This is not really feeling like a true rage, just ranting, but whenever she rants, she gets rid of it. So you know what we're going to do? No cool Twitter stuff today. Now we're just going to jump into this and see what we can capture before she gets rid of it. So let's get to, shall we? Oh, oops. Hold on a second. I got the wrong one. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry about that. What is going on with me today? All right, let's get this right. Doggone it. Okay. I don't know what's wrong with my fingers. They're just doing their own thing. Let's do this.
Seeds and nuts. Hi, Lulu.
Hi, Beezers.
Do you want some beezers?
Oh, yeah.
Here, take these beezers with you. Hey, Golden Girl, Gemini.
The Beezers are here.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's not open chat, I think, right?
Mm-mm. Aisha, Mimi, Sharon, Lynn, Sabre, Mimi. Members only, yeah. Of course.
Welcome all, guys. Well, I'm gonna go lay down in the bed.
Okay, honey.
Okay, see you.
Love you.
Love you too.
I'll be in shortly.
Okay,
I'm so tired, yeah. We're about to upload our video. And I noticed a few things. Trixie! Open chat was iconic. I might do some more of in the future. It was nice to chat with people who aren't normally around, you know. Hello, Andre Marie. It's nice to see
you. You know, another reason why she might have done the stream earlier and then decided to do this one is she didn't want to put the two together because she needs at least one stream to stay up and make money for her. And that way, if she wants to dirty delete this one, the other one is still up.
See you guys here. Bubble Tea tried to strike Jessica Messica for reacting to her. The hypocrisy is shocking. Are you serious? No, you've got to be joking. Hi, P&V. Well, actually, on the topic of hypocrites. Hi, Big Toe, Breezeth. Hello. I'm so happy that you guys are here.
The Kuwait arc is boring. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It actually is boring, Sala. Trust me, sir. If it weren't boring, you guys would be rolling in the dough right now. But if you're not rolling in the dough, the people have spoken. You'd be making tons of money if it weren't boring, right? Chantal would have made more than $42 in super chats today if it weren't boring, but it is.
Okay, anyway. Yalla, see you later.
Bye. Love you. I'll be in soon, okay?
Yalla.
So oh, you mean okay, so here. Why is somebody like literally? Do you guys not remember when I let's speak about hypocrites? First of all, the obvious, my thumbnail. Have you seen? Did you not see when I first came to Kuwait? This hideous beast said, "Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna cover her in Kuwait. It's too boring." Literally every single thing I upload, she covers. So again, where's your hiatus on my content? Just like boozing, just like everybody.
Okay, so here's my counter argument to that, Foodie. How many promises have you made to your beezers that you've never fulfilled? What happened to I'm going to get healthy? What happened to I'm going to make better, interesting content? What happened to I'm going to work out and get myself in better health? Isn't that just a sample of some of the things you've told your beezers? You've promised so many things, even when you lived in Canada, and people were saying, we want some interesting content. How many times did you promise people, oh yeah, I'm going to make some videos and I'll post them? You never did. So you're over there, got something to say about Frenchies who said, look, I'm not going to cover a lot of the Kuwait stuff. And she's choosing to do it. But you're over there wagging your finger at somebody when you're someone that you've made promises to people and you've never fulfilled them. I mean, recently you're like, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to get healthy. And then here you are today eating a freaking pizza with ketchup on it, eating fries, and drinking a 2-liter of Coke. Really?
Hey, jokes on Dick. PNV. It's true. It's true. It's ridiculous. Like, don't say something that you're not like. Obviously, we know that's not true. My Kuwait arc is boring, yet every single person uses it every single day for hours. So how is it boring?
I'll tell you why I still react, because I have a sweet tooth. I'm here for dessert, as are my viewers. We are here for dessert, and the dessert that we want, that we're looking for, is not a lakma, and it's not a Twinkie, and it's not a Snickers. No, the dessert that we're looking for, that we're waiting for patiently, is karma. That's why we're still here. Not because your content is interesting, because I've been watching, I've been paying attention. Karma's been working on you. And now that the cats are out of harm's way, I feel it's really going to get to work on you. And it's not going to take long. So I've been sitting at the table dealing with you dishing out the garbage content for well over a couple of years, having to deal with all that. I deserve dessert, as do my viewers. So I am here to react to you to make sure that we all get what we deserve. And so do you.
Hey, baby. Flop error, shut the fuck up. Go away. Bye, you're blocked. So I don't want any of
Ooh, the mouth on this one. You're supposed to be a Muslim woman and you're using the F-bombs.
her freaking supporters in here. Hi, Maddie. I don't care about the BBJ situation. I'm not talking about it anymore. She's obviously using that cat for views and money. So who cares?
Well, I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you. But my thought is, when you had BBJ and Sam in your care, You were exploiting your pets. You brought them on camera to connect with anybody who loves animals, anybody who's a pet parent. You use your own pets to connect with those people and make them part of your audience. Oh, look, Foodie Beauty. She has cats. I have cats. She must be an animal lover. No, Foodie never loved animals. She only loved the money and the attention she got from being around animals. There is a difference. She cares about no one but herself. She's a narc, and narcs are all about whatever it takes to get attention and make money. That's the only extent that they had in her life. Obviously, because she was making between 10 to 20 grand a month, couldn't be bothered to provide the simple things for their care. Couldn't have their nails clipped, couldn't provide proper food, none of that. None of that. And she has the nerve to sit there and accuse someone of exploiting something when she exploits things that are living and non-living for whatever profit she can get off of them.
The courts in Canada really, yeah, anyway. I don't care. She's just a liar. Like, oh, her Quay arc is boring. I'm never going to cover her. What else do you have to do? Seriously, you literally talk about me posting a picture of my hamster in the air fryer as a joke. You literally are talking about me eating pizza when your chins are like 500 times bigger than mine. Seriously, look at the friggin' look at my profile pic or profile pic. What do you call it? Thumbnail. Look at the thumbnail. Seriously. How many how many pizzas do you eat in secret? There's a reason you're not showing yourself on camera because you are just
Well, let's talk about you showing yourself on camera. Look, Chantal, I know you're supposed to be a newly reverted Muslim woman, but let's be honest and let's be clear. You have no respect for the Muslim faith or the Muslim people. I mean, just in this live stream alone, you're cursing, you're being hateful. Should you not be hateful? If you were truly Muslim, you're supposed to be not hateful, not be gossiping, not use profanity. You're doing all of that. You've already done all of that. We're not even a few minutes into the live stream and you've already done that. But where other people might wear the abaya and the hijab for modesty and comfort, you're using it as something to not let people see how you're not taking care of your body and your health. That's the difference.
disgusted with how you look. You hate being fat, so you take it out on everyone else. Upload a date vlog challenge, seriously. She has to do at this point, you're the most money content-wise. No, BBJ is the most money content-wise right now.
Wrong. Even before French Fry Girl and her family got BBJ, she was doing well. It wasn't like Frenchie was not doing well and then all of a sudden her money just had an uptick when she got BBJ. No, she was doing extremely well before BBJ, so you can't say that. You can't say, oh, it's all because of her getting BBJ that she's making all kinds of money. Wrong. She was doing well before she got BBJ. She was doing well before that.
She's literally torturing a cat, claiming it's in. You take a picture.
Huh? Say that again? She was doing what? No, she's not. Where did you get this from? That's the narrative you're trying to spin to your VIBs. Oh, she's hurting an animal? No, she's taking the pain away. Taking the cat to the vet to get it treated. BBJ already feels better. And she's not done yet, but everything that gets done is helping her feel better. So what do you mean saying that?
Of her, anyone can do that. Doesn't mean the cat's not suffering. Oh, she's on the mend. Really? Let's see proof of it. Let's see an effing video of her. Let's see, like, guarantee that cat is suffering. If it has severe arthritis and so many other things, she's disgusting. First of all, how she attained the cat makes her a piece of shit, number one, to begin with. And then to go and milk it for views and everything else makes her a bigger piece of crap. But what
You know, Chantal, let's just call it for what it is. You're ticked off because when Frenchie reached out to you and said, listen, I'll pay you $3,000 for the cat and I will sign a non-disclosure agreement, an NDA. which meant that if Frenchie got the cat, she could say nothing. You were stupid. You didn't take her up on her offer. You would have gotten $3,000 in your pocket, and Frenchie would not have talked about it. But she got the cat anyway, and she's free to say what she likes. You're kicking yourself for not accepting that $3,000. That's basically what it boils down to.
Whatever. I'm not even talking about
That and the fact that the worst of your sins have been exposed. You hurting yourself is one thing. Like, you want to hurt yourself, like through food or whatever. You are a person. It's your own free will. Nobody can stop you. But hurting an innocent life is on a whole different level of evil. And that was the thing that you were most afraid of. That all the neglect, all of the hurt that you dished out to an innocent being that did not deserve it is being exposed. It's being exposed. And now it's all over YouTube. Now it's all over TikTok. And whatever form you go on to is going to follow you there too. You're not sorry or remorseful or regretful of the pain that you put your pets in. You're just remorseful and angry over the fact that you got caught. You got caught and you got exposed. You're sorry for yourself. You're not sorry for that which you caused pain to.
that anymore. You can call me an animal abuser all you want. I don't care. I've already said that. It's all the same morons who do it anyways. The point is, I'm here to laugh in her fat, ugly face, her 800 chins, that she has to use me for content. Have you seen her video of the guy that she...
And what are you doing right now? What are you doing right now? You're using her for content. You're talking about her. You're bringing up her name. See, this is where I'm laughing back at you, Chantal. This is where I'm laughing back at you because you've been on YouTube long enough. You've been on YouTube. You've had your channel for what, 5 years? 5 years. Ma'am. You haven't figured out the game? Even if you have a channel and you have a problem with someone, you cannot talk about them without promoting them at the same time. And every single time you talk about French Fry Girl or Just Breezin' or Perfectly Imperfect or Gary Unfiltered or anybody, every single time you bring up a channel name, guess what happens? People on your channel get curious and they might go check out those channels. And they may like the content, they may like the person and become a sub or give a view. You're promoting the people that you hate, you big moron. You hate these channels so much, and yet you're promoting them. I mean, make it make sense.
She lusts over 5,000 views. So the fact that you sit there and like, I'm not going to cover her content. You're the biggest, fattest liar ever. Are you kidding? You have nothing else. You can't do anything else. So, what? Like, these people have to resort to talking about me eating pizza? Like, what the hell? Honestly. So,
no, you know what's even more pathetic? The fact that you have a problem with food. You were making really good money on YouTube. You could have turned all that around and gotten in recovery. But you just got too wrapped around the dollar bill. And you took YouTube for granted. You took the money that you got on YouTube for granted. You took your audience for granted. And here we are. You let things get so bad and so out of control that you had to run to another country to escape all the problems that you yourself caused.
So, anyways, another thing, and I saw a really good point about this. Like, this biatch is harping on me for my cat care. Are you kidding? You hang out and get high and then drive home high, by the way. You get high with the biggest lowlife, Shannon, who literally locks her dogs. Last time I went to Shannon's house, she locked her dog because she can't control it. So when she can't control her dog because she doesn't even bother to get it trained or whatever, doesn't take care of it, she locks it in a bedroom.
You know what, Chantal, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to put the spotlight on things that you're saying other people do, although there's no proof. to deflect away from what you've done where there is proof. You're doing the deflection thing. You're doing the deflection thing. This is a different kind of cat deflection. A different kind. You don't have the cats actually there to deflect away from things. So let's just say that other people are neglectful or wrong with their animals to deflect away from what you have done that can be freaking proven because there's paperwork. When you're wrong, you're wrong. When you've been hurtful, you've been hurtful. And you have been. And there's paperwork now. There is documentation, there's paperwork. No remorse, no regret from what you've done. Nothing. You're not sad. I have yet to hear you say, oh, I didn't know she was in that much pain. I didn't know it was that bad. I am so sorry. I'm so glad that somebody is helping the situation, is correcting the situation. There's no remorse and regret for what you've done. That's the worst part about you. You're just over there trying to defend yourself by trying to point the finger at somebody else.
The whole time I was there, it was squealing to come out, pawing at the door. She was yelling at it. Ah! She didn't take her dog to the vets on time. So where's the outrage for her? Where's the outrage for her? She didn't stay with Shannon for hours that late. Exactly. They got super high to the point where they have to laugh. They have nothing to talk about, nothing to do, no content.
I love the fact that you're making all these assumptions about people and how they spend their time. You're acting like you were in the room and you were spending time the entire time. You know exactly what was going on. I mean, you're making a lot of assumptuous thoughts here. Like, oh, this is what they did, and this is how long they hung out, and this is what happened. You weren't there, so how do you know? How do you know?
They go live and talk about my Uncle Phyllis, how they saw her in Walmart. Of course she would be in Walmart, number one. Number two, of course you would have like milk that for views too. Who are you calling uncle? You legit look like Randy Quaid. I've never seen an uglier woman in my entire life from the inside out. You really need to cool it. There's a reason you're not on camera. There's a reason. The guy who do vlogs in the snow, he doesn't even see FFG exist. He would never touch her with a million friggin'. She was smoking on camera and then drove home. So she was smoking on camera, so I don't want to hear anyone come for me for driving high.
Even if she did smoke on camera, do you know how long she waited till after the last smoke to go home? Were you there? Did you have your wristwatch out and say, okay, you haven't smoked in the last couple of hours, you're free to go home? You don't know how long she stayed. You don't know what happened. Why are you acting like you're the authority on what people do when, ma'am, how many live streams have we seen with you driving intoxicated, running over curbs? How many curbs have you run over? Driving recklessly, distracted driving, sitting there doing live streams and eating and taking your hands off the steering wheel and driving while you're screaming and ranting about Natter. How many of those did we see? You were a dangerous asset on the road, and you're lucky and everyone else is lucky that nothing bad happened. You're extremely lucky that nothing bad happened. I'm so thankful that nothing bad happened. But you weren't exactly the safest driver, Chantal. You didn't care about anybody's safety.
When I never did. Did I do that? Like, seriously. Shut up. People are so self-righteous when they have no right to be. That's what I'm mad about.
You know, I can't say for sure why she's steaming mad right now, but the only thing that comes to my mind as to why is because Frenchie showed the paperwork showing all that was wrong with BBJ. And she's angry because she knows that people on Twitter, people on TikTok, people on YouTube are going to be talking about it for a while now. It's out there and it's going to spread and everybody's going to know And if she and Sala have any plans on expanding the empire and going on Twitch and going on TikTok and going on YouTube and trying to make money, this is going to basically throw a bucket of cold water on their plans. That's why she's mad.
Yeah, exactly, Sabre. Not one single reaction channel can answer what they would do for content without your videos. At all. At all.
Hi over here. Hi. Chantal, I'm enjoying the fact that you don't do 6 to 10 hours of live streams anymore. I've been enjoying myself because I can sit there and do my ambiance videos. I can react to other people. I can do video game content. I enjoy the moments where I can actually be creative. I really enjoy those moments. And those of you that are on my channel, I hope you enjoy them too. I understand that there's a lot of you that you're here for the foodie stuff. I absolutely get that. Maybe that's all you're here for. But there's also a creative side to me that I like to use that as well. I like making the intros and the outros and just doing things like that. That's me too. I like being an artist. I really, really enjoy it. So you're over there saying that we would have nothing else to do? Wrong. There's lots of things I could be doing, and I love it when you don't stream for the day. I sat there and made some music the other night and put it into a little video. I had fun with that. Like, you like to lie to yourself and say to yourself, oh, they're nothing without me. Wrong. There's lots of other people to react to. There's Amberlyn Reed. There could be other people that I could do some research on and bring them into my content. People who may not be the train wreck you are, but still, they might be interesting. You know, there's all kinds of things. YouTube was here before you got here, and it'll be here after you leave. You are not the be all and end all of YouTube. You're not the only person we can react to. But sadly enough for you, YouTube is it for you. Without YouTube, where would you be? You'd be out on the street.
Oh, I should literally take a hiatus from YouTube for like a month.
Please do. Oh, please do. Hey, start today. Go away. Go. Go. Will anybody miss you? Not me. Go. Please. Please. I can do some Stardew Valley content. I got tons of video games on Steam that I can review. I can do all kinds of things. Please take your hiatus now. Go.
Totally should do it. I don't want to, like, why should I punish like my beezers for that? You know what I mean? A plus, stop being dismissive of what I want to talk about, okay? Thank you. I asked why she doesn't go on camera and she got angry with me. She's such a hypocrite. Yeah, exactly. Have you seen my thumbnail? That's why she doesn't go on camera. So she sits there behind the camera and fat shames me. When I look, even if I was 100 pounds, loser, I would be better looking than you. Like, the proof is I have a hot husband and you have to make one up. You have to make one up and go hang out with Shannon on Valentine's Day. You are a loser. So have fun with BBJ that you're milking for views and abusing the cat even.
You know what the irony is of you talking about fat shaming? Here's the strange, subtle irony of it all. You like to look at the reactors and people and saying that people are fat shaming me. And you're talking almost from the point of view that you are not ashamed of being a woman of a much bigger size. And yet your behavior suggests that you are ashamed, that you are embarrassed because you come on camera, but you only come on camera with a bazillion filters working, filters that make your face smaller, that slim your face, that contour your face. And you're wearing the abaya and you're wearing the hijab, not because you are now Muslim and respecting the Muslim people in the culture, but you're using those things to disguise getting bigger and bigger. When you were in Canada, you would lie constantly about how much you weighed. Also, when you were in Canada, when you went shopping, you would avoid all mirrors, like you avoid any mirrors in the stores. If you got out of the car to go walk, you always did it in a park where there was nobody else around. You don't like who you are, Chantal. That's why you constantly stay in your fantasy bubble and fool yourself into thinking you look a certain way by always staring into your black mirror camera. You're living in a fantasy world through your camera. You don't live in reality. You avoid reality. You run from reality. You escape from reality. But you are ashamed of your size because you're not coming on camera and owning yourself and who you are and what you're about. You're not coming on camera without those filters saying, "Yeah, I'm 500 pounds and I eat a bunch of food and that's just what I do. I'm here for that." That would be truthful, that would be honest, but you don't know how to be honest. You keep crisscrossing between the two worlds. One minute you're catering to the feedy people, the next minute you're trying to say you're 330 pounds. You can't decide which world you want to live in.
More by putting her through hell just so you can look like an effing hero when you're a big hypocrite because you need to keep that same energy, French fried chins, with your friend Shannon, who you do drugs with. And obviously, she was on camera. You both coke up and then drive back to Montreal, NDG. You freaking ghetto piece of crap loser. Thank you. And tell her to take care of her dog. She let her dog go with rabies and bit people for a whole month and didn't take.
Now remember, this is supposed to be a newly reverted Muslim woman, and she's talking this hateful. She's gossiping, which is haram. She's gossiping. She's being hateful. Chantal, out of respect for the Muslim people and the Muslim faith, if you're going to act like this, please take off the abaya. Please take off the hijab and just put some regular clothes on. You can still be modest, but just out of respect, if you're not going to act right, then don't put on appearances that you are.
Take her to the vet. Not only that, she keeps the dog locked up in a room, screaming to get out. Please. Chin's tempura. So keep that same energy. But no, of course not, because it's not me. Do you see how people villainize me for things that other people do even worse?
No, we don't villainize Chantal. She villainizes herself. Let's get that straight. She villainizes herself. She's worked hard on making this bad guy, bad person image. She worked hard on it. She devoted so much energy and time into it. That's all she wants to be. She loves negative energy. She doesn't want to be positive. Nobody villainized her. She did it to herself. She created this persona, Foodie Beauty, this energy, and now she's got to live with it.
Give me a break. Shannon and Effigy are going to start hanging out with Missy. Oh, that's another one. Let me get to that now. Missy, you need to shut your self-righteous trap. You're a clout chaser at this point. How do you go from comparing Breezy Boozin to Casey Anthony just a month ago? You literally called her compared her to a child murderer. And now you're gonna defend her?
You know what? I already know this channel, this react is going to get yellow signed just because of all the things Chantal is saying. I've been trying so hard to avoid that, but I already know, YouTube, you're going to slap me on the bottom, even though I'm not saying these things. So screw it. I'm not even going to try to be careful at this point. I don't care. To be penalized for something, it's not my fault. But, you know, I got some thoughts on Missy. And I'm not going to talk overly long about this. Look, the whole Missy situation, I've been watching Chantal. In my opinion, there are lots of people that have come to know Chantal, Foodie Beauty, that got attached to Chantal, that became part of the Chantal show in some way, shape, or form. And where it used to be, where Chantal was the main character on stage, and then other people were just side characters that came and went. They get on stage for a minute, play their part, leave. It is my opinion and my feeling that there are a lot of side characters that they really want to take center stage. They really want to take center stage. They want to be main plot characters. They want to have more script time. They want to be on stage in the spotlight. They just don't get that they're side plot players, and they should get on stage and then walk off and take their pay and go do other things. Missy Moo is one of those. Like, she started off as a Beezer, and she made the comment in Chantal's chat that she wants her own channel and to grow her own channel. She's got other channels, but she wants the spotlight too. She did a live stream last night, and I was watching a little bit of it. And from what I saw, she's doing a lot of the same tactics as Chantal to grow her channel. A lot of the same tactics. She's learned from Chantal. And anybody that watches Missy, you enjoy Missy, it's not for me to tell you where to go and who to watch. I'm just giving my opinions here. I don't trust the whole Missy Moo situation. I just don't. And it's not just because she's a VIB, but because, you know, she's gone behind the scenes and she's doxed people, and she's gone far left and done things for Chantal that should never been done. And this whole feud with Missy is just coming out of left field, like all of a sudden. And it happens right in the middle of all this stuff concerning the cats. In my opinion, it might be a diversion. You know, like, or maybe Foodie just needs some new drama, someone new to fight with, to get people talking about something other than the cats. And on top of that, Missy wants to grow her channel. So it just, there seems to be a pattern here. Those that are connected to Chantal, you know, like they start out being aligned with her, and then something happens, and then there's a falling out, and then those people go and they talk a little bit of stuff against her, right? And then whatever channel they have get some attention. They may get some subs out of it. But I do notice something about that with all the people that have once aligned with Chantal and then they come out against her. I don't never get a true sense of true hate from any of them. There may be some annoyance there, but I've seen Chantal really angry, and she is wrathful, and she is vengeful, and she is one of those that when she's done with you, she's done with you. And when two people are done with each other, you know, it's all about take out the blowtorch and just burn the house down to the floorboards. When you're done, you're done. And when you're done, you expose receipts, you expose the tea. You don't give an F anymore. But certain people around Chantal, like, I always get a sense that things don't go as far as they could go if both parties are completely done with each other. It's like there's a stopping point. It's like everybody knows where the line is in the sand, and they don't go beyond it. There's a sense of fake drama, like, oh, let's just pretend to be mad at each other, but act mad, but really not say anything too severe. Does that make any sense? So Missy's got her channel, and she's supposed to be feuding with Chantal, and she's got a real problem with her, but yet I'm sure that Missy could say a lot more on Foodie, and Foodie could say a lot more on Missy, but I'm not getting a sense from either one that they're done. I'm getting a sense that maybe this drama's made up, but they're neither one are going as far as, in my opinion, they could go. Because Missy was a VIB for a long time, did a lot of things for Chantal, things she shouldn't have done, but neither one is going for the throat, so to speak. So that's why I'm like looking at all this over the top of my glasses going, are you guys really mad? Or are you just play acting at it because maybe Chantal needs a diversion away from all the cat stuff? Maybe she needs something new to talk about for content. I mean, you got to be suspicious with Chantal. You got to be suspicious. So that's how I'm seeing it. I don't know if you guys agree. I don't know what your opinions are. Feel free to put them in the comments. But I don't trust Chantal and I don't trust Missy either. It doesn't feel 100% authentic to me.
Because I said something about her. You're just like all of the other morons who do the same thing. Sarah Plain, you're just like her. You're just like her when just a month ago you were just complaining about all of these people. In the DMs, your husband himself said many times to Salah, oh, Missy would never ever talk about Chantal, even if something happened. And here you are, hoping to get like what? Hoping to get like views like FFG has based on my name again. You had like 17 people in your stupid chat. Nobody likes to listen to you talk. Like nobody. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to hear you. Okay. No, I'm not gonna release DMs. There anyway.
There we go. Boom. I'm not going to release DMs. Why not? Why not? Look, you can do what you want with your DMs, Chantal, but we know you. You keep saying, you have said, I'm an Aries. And according to you, an Aries person is supposed to be wrathful and vengeful, which could apply to anybody. You make a big deal over the fact that you're an Aries. You even have an Aries tattoo. Well, you've released DMs and stuff from other people. If you guys are done, why aren't you doing it? See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. If you're done with a person, then you're done. Burn the bridge. Burn it. Burn it completely. Walk away. If you're not releasing things, if you're stopping at a certain point, I'm looking at you funny. Just because you're always, like blowing your own horn about how vengeful you are. If you're a vengeful, wrathful person, why are you stopping yourself? What's stopping you? Could it be because the drama is fake?
The only DMs that we talked about was shit talking haters, and she doxed people and even said worse things. So I don't think she would want to go that route. Yeah, Aisha, good point. It's just, I never thought that this person would ever be like that. Completely just like flip the switch and act all self-righteous like anyone cares what you have to say. She goes on there and going, well, I don't think this is right. And I don't think this is right. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, including me. And like, no, she like the picture of T and Dust's daughter. I got that from her in a DM. And she got it from somebody. I don't know. I don't feel bad about that. People have no problem being super personal in my life, revealing everything about me, my finances, whatever. T and Dust talks crap about me. She says the most vile things, bullying me for years. Like, have a look at here's your mirror, the picture of, here's your mirror. I don't feel bad for that at all. I don't care. So, why is FF Goblin on your... No, basic. He has them blocked everywhere. And she had the nerve to message my husband in a DM all hurriedly, like,
It's something else that I've noticed with people who were once connected to Chantal that kind of like became part of the Foodieverse and they were part of it for a little while. And then after a while, they're out of it and something happens and things break down. Usually the way it goes, those people that are part of the Foodieverse, then there's a falling out of some kind. Then they make a channel on YouTube, and some of them promise to drop tea on Chantal, even though no true tea is dropped. But they grow their channel anyway. But anybody who's watching Chantal, like anybody that's part of the Foodieverse, and then somebody connected to her, there's a falling out between that person and Chantal, they make a channel. People might sub to those people thinking that that person's going to drop tea on Foodie, something really shocking, something really mind-blowing. I have yet to see anybody that has. What I have seen are some people that they take their 5 minutes around Foodie and they parlay that into a channel. They get a bunch of subs with it, but then after a while they run out of steam. But there's really nothing that they know or that they share with us that we don't already know or that we haven't already heard or we've already been thinking, you know. But just anybody thinking that anybody connected to Foodie, that they're just gonna burn the house down, they're gonna like burn the bridge, go completely ballistic, drop all the TM receipts. It has yet to happen yet. It has yet to happen. You know, it's just like I said, it's a bunch of side plot players that they want to be in the spotlight too. They want to make that Foodie money, but it's like it has to do with content. Like when you make a channel on YouTube, like what is your content? What is the meat and potatoes of your content? And whatever the meat and potatoes is that you start out with, is it something you can sustain? And if you start out from Foodie's world and your meat and potatoes is you are known to be around Chantal and people are coming to you looking for tea, they're looking for receipts, they're looking for something that they don't already know that you might know. Can you give it to them? And even if you do, how long can you keep that up? After a while, whoever you are, you're going to lose steam just because that's the place where you started out. So once you start out that way, how do you keep it going?
You know, I don't know how you deal with her, kind of like basically like, are you kidding? We don't understand how your man can deal with you either, or anybody for that matter. Anybody. Yeah, she did A+. That little redhead girl, welcome to Loyalty Beezers Club. Ready, set, bees. Oh my god. The same channel has your videos up. Which one, Chokes? One of the channels put a copyright strike on Jessica Messica because she played a few minutes of the video while talking over it. They're hypocrites. They're such hypocrites. They're whatever you want to call them, pussies, friggin' cowards, everything. The minute you go in there and you defend me or have an actual point with a brain that took brain power to come up with like this, they block you. So
this is what I hate about reacting to Foodie when she gets like this. I'm over here controlling my mouth. I'm not using vulgarity. She is. And of course, YouTube is going to yellow sign me just because of her. Doggone it, Chantal, clean up your mouth.
I don't ever want to hear any of your self-righteous crap. And you, Goblin, I don't want to ever hear you say, oh, her content's boring, because it's paying your bills and those vet bills that you're milking for views. Thank you. You're welcome. And then she messages Salah offering to save him from you. You're right. Oh my gosh. I think he would rather be dead than have to deal with you over me. Thank you. Like, seriously. These people are delusional. She is a goblin. She looks
like I said, and I'm going to say it again. If Missy and Foodie, in my opinion, if they were done, like reality done with each other, both will be dropping receipts left and right. They've been talking long enough. I'm sure they know things on each other. No receipts are being dropped. Chantal has no problem using her community post or the videos to drop receipts to be vengeful. If neither one is making a move like that, you got to look at that. You got to pay attention. They're talking about each other. They're saying things, but they're not going as far as they could go. They're not going as far as they could go. You have to wonder why.
looks like a goblin. Look at the pic. She looks like an old man with no teeth. And yeah, I'm probably going to hell for saying that. I don't care at this point. Like, seriously, whatever. Self-defense. Like, you're gonna sit there. How do people not see? She's gonna sit there on a live stream for 3 hours talking, analyzing how I'm eating pizza, the pizza I'm eating, blah blah blah, talking crap about my husband. When she's like 900 pounds herself, we can clearly see this from the thumbnail. So you're clearly scarfing down something behind the scenes. You're not eating arugula salads. Please.
Neither are you. And Frenchie is not 900 pounds, ma'am.
Please don't even go there. Like, get a life. Little froggy goblin can take froggy goblin. She said in her life she messaged him offering to help him out if the relationship of something. I Aisha, babe, remember the voice note? Like in all of this, like what do you think? What do you expect? You went from literally she went from like what? Not even a month ago. Like completely supporting like, oh, you guys are family. We would sponsor Salah if you needed. No, we don't need that. Thank you. I've said that already. We don't need your help with that. Thank you. For those of you who don't know, I'm living permanently here now. We're not going to Canada. So again, you're wrong about that.
Question about that. How can you live permanently in Kuwait if you are not a resident? You're there on a visa to the point where you said you'd be traveling around. So how could you be a resident of Kuwait in order to live there permanently, Chantal?
You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. I love it. I love it. You're wrong. Wrong about him using me for citizenship. You're wrong about everything that you have, like that you talk about. There's no
I don't know all of Salah's intentions. My opinion, I think maybe perhaps he wanted citizenship through Chantal, but then he realized he wasn't going to get it. He couldn't get it because she couldn't sponsor him. So maybe he just decided, you know what? Maybe I'm not going to get citizenship, but I can still use her to pay for things and get money. And so he is.
point. Yeah, she is desperate. She's weird. I don't know. Um, no, Sarah's just like they're both her and her panel are a bunch of demented, weird, projecting, bored, middle-aged women who have no life. Literally,
Ma'am, if you don't like the panels, if you don't like what people say over there, why do you go there? Why do you watch? Why do you watch? If you don't like the panels, you don't like the panels. If you don't like the people on them and what they have to say, okay, but why watch? Why watch anything about you? Why not just stay on your channel and work on your content like you should be doing?
have nothing going on in their life. I don't know what their problem is. I'm not the one who wait till you see our vlog today, how nice our day was. Like literally, go live your life. Go live your life.
Okay, so question. So you went out today. You did a bunch of stuff. You had a nice day. Like, so why are you angry now? Why not just take the nice day and continue to make it into a nice day? Let it be a full nice day. Like you went out, you did things, you got home, you were hungry, you were stressed out, you were stress eating, and then you're gonna basically do a rant. You just don't know how to have an entire nice day, do you?
She's gonna do a live stream and going, come here, chicken nugget. By the way, brush your dog. Like seriously, like what the hell? You come at me, and I hate the self-righteous people who have no right to be. I can't stand people like that. Like sitting there like talking about pet care and putting up all these PSAs, like when you know nothing about the situation, really, honestly. So how do you go from a longtime supporter friend and then going to like you know what I mean? So this is your fault. You have no right to be mad at me. I'm not allowed to feel a certain way about people treat me. Too bad. Stay mad about it. Chicken nugget shade. No, seriously. Like whatever. Ugh. I don't know. Take care of your pets. They look mangy. They look weird. Ugh. And she treats them like her kids. I don't feel that way anymore about animals. Honestly, I love animals. I loved my cats. You're never going to take that away from me. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you try to damage my reputation. I'll never go anywhere and I'll always have some people supporting me. And even if I don't, whatever. You're not going to get rid of me that easy. So, anyway, yeah, well, so She said she will never change or talk about you badly, and just after a few days,
Okay, this super chat. So, what have you done to become Muslim? You haven't changed any behavior, the same sad person as before. You only put on a hijab, the epitome of happiness. Yeah, just she put on the clothing, but she did not respect the faith.
she super chatted that vile goblin, and then she started to do what hater channel's doing. Yeah, what she number one, you film from a potato, you film in the wrong rotation, and you film your laptop trying to what? Trying to say that she was trying to say that something's fishy about Salah, and all these men are adding her on Instagram. Whatever. You're a fat white woman with friggin' Canadian citizenship. Maybe somebody wanted you for that. I don't know.
Anybody want to tell her?
I don't know what I don't know. Like that has any tie to Salah. Like what are you even talking about? Do you know how many people try to add me on friggin' Instagram as well? Like and then she keeps saying he added me. When he added me, he asked me first. And because you were a beezer, I said yes. So what? He never talks to you in DMs ever. Never. Maybe once. Like once and I was right there. I'm a freaking idiot. I forgot I changed my lock screen and I went to unlock it and scared myself. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's getting used to these new phone is really weird. Austin Poston, member for 15 months. Missy wants to wear your skin as a suit. Ready, set, rabies, Austin. Yeah, she's demented.
Hi, Austin. Remember me? I bet you're still mad at me. Remember what I did to you? Yeah. Yeah, you thought you were smart. Hi.
Honestly. I love my dogs to death, but since I've had children, they obviously don't get as much attention as usual. Yeah, Breeze, like I don't like that people humanize animals like the same way. Like they're totally fine with a bee, like breeze boozing for example. Literally will sit there and like condemn me for animal abuse and neglect. You did elder abuse. You literally have a criminal record for beating an elderly person. And I guess I'll keep repeating that because it is relevant. Because you sit on your high horse and you make 100 videos about me in a week to support your child and like it's ridiculous. It's just bullying with a smile on. Hi, Beezers. Like, really, everyone, this is the point. Everyone has dirt and skeletons in their closet. So, for people to be self righteous and like condemn me and try to ruin my reputation, ruin my life, bring me down.
The thing is, Chantal, nobody has to do anything to you. Nobody has to lift a finger. Nobody has to work to hurt Chantal because Chantal is hurting herself all by herself. See, that's the thing that you don't really get, Chantal. You think that it's all the reactors against you that were working overtime to hurt you, but you hurt yourself. We don't have to do anything. We're just reacting to your videos and your live streams. That's all we're doing. In the meantime, you're hurting yourself. You have hurt yourself to the point where you had to run to another country to get away from the mess that you created. Nobody has to lift a finger to hurt you. You're doing a fine job all by yourself.
Whatever, over things that you did even worse. You need to get a life, seriously, and reevaluate yourself. His eyebrow magic. She added me and I just accepted her after I asked my pretty wife about her. Thanks, babe. Let's stop valuing animals' lives over humans. Yes, they are our babies, but they are animals. Exactly, Aisha. Right. Like,
You know what? Aisha, go F yourself for saying that. Humans matter, animals matter too. They both matter. They both matter, Aisha.
give me a break. And then I have somebody on a hate campaign. I can't stand this person. Like, I keep reporting their channel because they're friggin' stupid. I'm getting so much hate over Harry's cage. I swear, like I just ignore, like whatever. I don't even care. It's so ridiculous. This this hamster would be cat food if it weren't for living in this apartment.
No, the hamster would still be in the pet store. somebody else would have bought him and given him probably a better home and wouldn't be exploiting him for views and attention.
He's lucky to be here, okay? He was
That's debatable.
in a cage when we bought him with 100 million other hamsters. Didn't look like he had a good quality of life, okay? So we took him from that, gave him his own place with a wheel, with tunnels, with a whole bunch of bedding. He can burrow in the wood shavings. I give him fresh salad every day. I give him mango. I give him food. He has fresh water. He has a playpen. So can it? Keep your outrage up your butt because it's not.
This is my opinion. I think that her holding on to Harry the hamster, this is just my thoughts, okay? You guys are free to express yourselves in the comments if you wish. I would love to hear from you. But I think at this point, with everything that has come out about her cats, that she is trying to use having the hamster as a sort of redemption to say, oh, look, I'm a good pet owner. I'm taking care of the hamster, to minimize what she did to the cats. She's trying to do that. That was then and this is now kind of thing. Like, don't pay attention to what I did before with the cats. Pay attention to the fact that I've got this hamster and it's got a cage and I rescued it and it wasn't a pet store and it wasn't living very well. She's trying to kind of push the past into the background and have everybody focus on Harry to kind of forget about the cats. And you know what, Chantal? We're not going to forget about the cats, and we're never going to shut up about the cats either. So deal with it.
I don't care. Just getting that out there. I'm shocked elder abuse is no big deal to these people at all. They don't care. If it's not me, they don't care. Like, I don't know. Honestly, people talk so much about how much I eat. If I was so worried about it, I wouldn't be doing it on camera. The fact that I eat a pizza in your face means suck it. I don't care. I don't care. I told people many times, if I'm 800 pounds, I don't care. Like, why? Like, seriously, why am I being fat shamed? By honestly, all of the reactors have fupas and are about 900 pounds each. No, okay, sorry. If you collect all their weight together, please give me a break. I'm sorry. Like, you literally are fat people fat shaming another fat person. If that's not projection 101, I don't know what is.
I'm going to say this once. If you're someone and you're listening to this React video, if you're thin, if you're chunky, if you are fat, if you are super morbidly obese, that is entirely your choice. I got nothing to say about it. I got nothing to say about it. It's your choice to live the way that you want to live. It's your body. You can do what you want with it. Chantal's weight is not the issue. There are many people on YouTube that are her size or bigger that the reactors don't talk about. Example, Hungry Fat Chick. Hungry Fat Chick has a channel that she caters to those who want to watch her eat. And she seems like a really nice, sweet person. She comes on camera, she eats her food, she's not problematic, she doesn't bring the dark drama, the triggering topics. She just comes on camera and she eats. And the reactors don't talk about her. Because the name of her channel, Hungry Fat Chick. Hey, she's a hungry fat chick and she's eating food. And hey, that's honest. We appreciate honesty. We appreciate those who are direct and just being real. We don't talk about Chantal because of her weight. Her weight is her issue. It's her personality. It's the fact that she comes on camera and she works overtime to be as vulgar and gross and offensive as possible. That's why we react to her. Her body size has nothing to do with it. We would still react to her if she were, say, 100 pounds or 200 pounds or 90 pounds. Awful is awful, no matter how many calories or pounds are attached to it.
You can worry about someone's health. They need to worry about their own health, Barbara. Are you kidding? Just because you don't see her fat face on camera doesn't mean it ain't there. Give me a break. You're gonna tell me that FF Goblin is the epitome of health? She smokes a friggin' bag of red cigarettes every day.
And you know that how? Are you there in her house? Are you watching her every minute? You got her on the clock? You're making assumptions again, Chantal.
Smoking out BBJ. You can't tell me she's not. And then, on top of that, she must be eating behind the scenes because have you seen her?
Again, assumptions. She must be eating behind the scenes. So you're not there to see this. You're just assuming and you're spinning this narrative and putting it in front of people. Oh, she must be doing this. And since I'm thinking it, it must be true. No, you don't have receipts of any of that. Meanwhile, you're getting on camera and you're eating in front of people at the same time you have a problem with food. You're monetizing your problem. You're doing self-harm content and you expect to find people to come and be your enablers and your funders to let it continue. So where you're assuming what someone is doing with no proof, there is absolute positive proof that you're using your channel to fund all of your addictions. You're looking for a group of enablers to keep them all going so you can further hurt yourself. Okay? Assumptions always make an ass of you or me. Okay? You're sitting there pointing a finger at one person, there's 3 more fingers pointing back at you. Assumptions are not real proof, they're just assumptions. And you want to assume those things because you're a hateful person. Meanwhile, you hurt yourself in front of people. You're not getting help. You're not in recovery for anything. You use your channel to keep all of your addictions going. You're looking for those people to back it up, to send the money, to keep them all flowing.
Shannon's. No? Yeah, I'm being petty before Ramadan, right? Exactly. Trixie, the hamster lives better than you. You don't even have a wheel. And honestly, people need to can it. JJ, welcome to the Loyalty Beezers Club. Ready to bees. We saw the body at the fashion show. No, seriously, our apartment is like totally fine. It's a 1 bedroom. It's pretty big it's a normal size. I lived in a smaller apartment in Canada. Like my first apartment with Peace was a crappy, small, tiny apartment. You know? I don't get why Missy Moo is turning on you now. Because she doesn't like the truth. She does just like
Oh, this is interesting. So here's supposed to be Salah talking. Stan says, address Salah high key admitting he's an FFG Stan. Salah replies with, I guess, heck no, I just watched her dirty live now. Oh, so you just admitted that you watch FFG. You just admitted it, Salah, that you watch FFG. Why are you watching her? I don't get it. You and Chantal hate FFG, but you guys are watching her. Why? Why? If you really hate somebody, you don't watch them, you don't listen to them, you don't pay attention to them. So make it make sense.
Sarah Plain. Honestly, I just sent her birthday money. And she goes on Monty's panel. Like somebody who does nothing. His panel at that time was full of that crazy-eyed kooky lady. I'm Chantal. She's insane. All of those people are insane. They're all weird.
And why do you continue to watch them? If you don't like it, don't look. It's real simple. You don't like it, don't look, don't listen, don't pay attention to it. But you keep paying attention. You keep looking. You keep listening. You want to know why? Because you need content for your channel. You've run out of steam, Chantal. You've run out of steam. You ran out of steam a while ago during the Natter era when you found every toxic, dark topic you could think of to talk about. You told us about the DV. You told us about the SA. You told us about the rugs. You told us about, your medical problems. You told us about the STDs. I mean, everything. Running around on camera half naked. You did it all. You did it all. Burping and farting on camera and just being gross and sharding yourself. I mean, you did everything you could think of. You hit the ceiling. You can go no further. You've run out of steam and you don't know what else to talk about. So let's talk about FFG some more. Let's talk about the reactors some more. You're desperate to keep the train rolling even though it's running out of gas.
And she goes on there trying to act like she has like, wow, I'm a beezer. No, you're not. You're a hypocrite. Like, get a life. Hi, Gabrielle. Hey, that hand outside the window had me rolling. Stella's idea. Welcome back to Improvised Recipes. I love going on. I need to vent, I swear. Chantal, Goblin is an anti Semitic. Please stop using it. What? You sent Missy Moo B-Day money and you don't even know her like that? No, I sent it to Sarah Plain. This is why I ended friendship with her because she's like literally she was like and then every time they get caught being a piece of crap friend, whatever you want to call it. Like I sent her birthday money and she sent me birthday money. I think friends do that, right? So she was like, anyway, I trusted her. And then she has the nerve to be like, clutch her pearls and be like, well, I'm just giving my opinion, blah, blah, blah. FFG has the face of a beekeeper without the suit who's allergic to bees. Yeah, really. And her audience literally calls me chins and makes fun of my face. Please, you wish.
And Chantal, how many people have you made fun of? How many community posts and videos have you made talking about your own VIBs or viewers or reactors using your public forum to try to publicly embarrass and humiliate people? How many community posts have you made where you'll sit there and actually take your time out and make little horrible pictures and thumbnails of different people? So you point a finger at people and say they're a bunch of bullies, but you're guilty of that yourself. You never run away from any opportunity where you can bully people and humiliate them and embarrass them. Even your own VIBs, the people that pay your bills, you do it to them too.
Andre, if Harry gets too chubby, can he get stuck in the tunnel? Ready, set, repeats, Andre Marie, loyalty pizza. If he gets too fat, I guess, but he can still turn around in it. And I keep him with me always. Like I put when I'm in the bedroom, I put him in the playpen, his cage in the playpen area. And then when I hear him like scurry around, he's very lazy, but I let him in the playpen and I watch him. And then I pick him up and take him for a little walk around the apartment because I like seeing his ears from the back. He's so cute. Oh my gosh, that rodent has a good life. He could be in the drain, okay? So shut it. I'll use the word goblin all I want. Yeah.
Chantal, you being obese is not a healthy thing. And it's not a healthy thing for a pet to be obese either, whether it's a cat, a dog, a hamster. It's just because you are a person that you are super morbidly obese, that's on you. You shouldn't work to make your pet obese as well. It's not good for them. It's not good to overfeed a pet to the point where they are obese and it affects their health.
Goblin, goblin, goblin. He's lazy. Prince, get over it. She's referring to a single person. Who do I have to block? I'm not in the mood. So yeah. So that's definitely like I remember that about Shannon. Like, really? So you're BFFs with Shannon. That's nice to know. So are you gonna offer to help her with her dogs? Are you gonna take her dogs from her because they're not being treated right? Like, seriously, at least I didn't lock my cats in a room and have them freaking to get out just so I can ignore them to get high or whatever. Just because I couldn't handle them. The reactor who interviewed your neighbors deleted all of his videos because he couldn't handle the backlash. They can't handle the hate they give. Of course not. Coward. I'm still standing and I always will. I mean, people have been blocked for saying things about Islam. Let's be respectful for religions here now. His cage? No, actually, I never smell his cage. Hey, babe, we don't smell his cage because honestly, like I clean it once a week and it doesn't get bad. Like I think he just pees in one area, and then I take out the poo like every day. He goes and like he gets up and he goes and runs into this one little corner and pees in that same corner. So it's easy to spot clean his cage. But
I don't trust Chantal as far as the pet's cage being clean. I mean, because she doesn't work on her own hygiene, and this she might be nose blind to certain odors. Uh, once a week? How about 2 or 3 times a week, Chantal?
I've never smelt his cage. Even when I came back from Kuwait, I didn't smell anything, nothing. No. I know.
Wait, so she went home to Canada, was there for a few weeks, came back, and I don't think Sala was all up on changing the bedding for Harry, and she came back and she didn't smell anything. That's not a good sign.
Goblins are not real. Goblin King from The Hobbit. Rage. Waiting for me to rage. Watch how many people use this for content. A foodie beauty rage. A foodie beauty rage. I will never understand the mentality of adults who act this way. And then these people have the nerve to say I shouldn't have children. I can guarantee you I would not expose them to this crap and be talking and bullying people on the internet when I do have some. Thank you.
We haven't had a true rage from you in the longest, Chantal. You always make sure that to if you feel like you're about to rage, you'll sit there and you will eat and do that stress eating, comfort eating first to calm yourself down so you don't rage. Here's the thing about that. The rage is the most interesting things about your channel. So by stopping yourself from truly raging, you're basically denying yourself a profit. Like, and we can tell when you've got a fake rage, when you're clickbaiting. Like right now, you did this title acting like you were going to rage. You're not really raging. You might be complaining, you might be griping, but you're not really angry. We've seen you mad. We've seen you mad at Natter. This ain't it.
So it's really crazy how much hate Chantal gets, but the reactors cannot handle a bit of it. No, they can't. In real life is going too far. I'm so glad I'm out of Canada for a few years. Goodbye. Seriously. The demon goblin can't come near me. She wouldn't have the nerve or the guts to come face to face.
Oh, please. You were face to face with FFG. You did nothing, you big coward. You are a keyboard warrior. You ever hear that term before, Chantal? It's somebody that they feel all big and bad with their keyboard, but they would never say to a person's face the things they say behind their keyboard. That's you. That's so you.
Face with me. Look what happened when she did. You know what I mean? What do you mean, Stan? She's complaining about putting what? They're talking about my pizza? Really? As if they all pretend they don't eat junk food. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Like, oh my gosh. Literally everyone was surprised by the size of her face and her body when she goes on camera. And so she has the nerve to body shame me for what? Like, I have no problem with how I look. My husband has no problem.
He has no problem because he's profiting off of you.
At least I don't look like a toothless old man who got stung by a bunch of bees. Yes, you're right. You nailed it. You nailed it, Colonel. Ah, how's that working out for you? How's that working out for you? Like, oh my God. You could literally hide BBJ in your gullet at this point. How's that working out for you? Oh my God, Rhonda. Shannon and FFG, they belong together. They're both white trash. She doesn't have a neck at all. No.
Wait. Oh, not you. Saying that somebody else doesn't have a neck, ma'am. Ma'am. Look, I grew up being bullied in school. I know how hurtful it can be. And I don't like to go into that neighborhood of talking about somebody's looks and all that, but uh, he- let's just stay factual. Because of you having a problem with food, and it's out of control right now, it is completely out of control. You keep covering yourself more and more with the hijab, with the abayas to cover up just how much weight you're gaining. You don't want anybody to know. And you've gained a lot more weight around your neck area to the point where you have trouble turning your head. And you're bunching up the hijab around your neck to disguise just how much is going on there. So you want to talk about somebody having no neck? Even before the hijab, even before you started wearing it, you would use the contour filter to give yourself the appearance of your neck showing. When the filters weren't there, you really couldn't see your neck. I'm just wanting to point that out to you.
She's became a literal bullfrog, human bullfrog.
Anybody want to tell her? Anybody? Careful, Chantal, careful.
And she has the nerve to talk about me eating pizza for 3 hours. Why? Because nobody will watch her. She's personalityless. Like, her personality is an ashtray. Her voice is an ashtray. Everything about her is an ashtray. She's just and put my face with no makeup on, and I still looked nice. So what are you proving? People criticize Angelina Jolie's looks and bodies. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. Like I said, you could be perfect, and people will just nitpick something because they're obviously miserable with themselves, and they can't get any views without talking about somebody negatively. And unfortunately, I'm the target. Just like Amber Lynn, just like whatever. It's always so funny that the people who pick on lol cows are even bigger messes themselves. It's really weird. It's like huge, big projection, circle jerk community. And it's so toxic and disgusting. And it's adult people with children. Milk it for views. It's really disgusting.
Are you just going to sit here and keep talking in circles, Chantal? I'm just wondering.
Honestly. Like, so
Like, I'm looking for something to react to that's not just her insulting and talking in circles. Let's see if I can find something.
I mean, it's just like it's stupid and ridiculous that like I honestly don't even want to be part of this platform anymore. It's ridiculous.
Then go away. Then go away. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Go away. Look, if you're not happy being on YouTube, if you're burnt out, if you're completely burnt out, leave. If that's what you want to do, leave. We're not going to stop you. We're not going to plead for you to stay on YouTube if you're burnt out to the point where you don't have any gas left in your tank. You got nothing to offer. You don't feel like being creative. You don't feel like being in front of people. Then go. We won't miss you. Go. Please go. Exit stage right. The exit's right over there. Just walk right through it.
Just that like I put out content and then like at least 7 people a day or more go live for hours dissecting and talking about every stupid ridiculous thing that they're worse guilty of, or they're even worse like in weight and whatever. It's just so dumb.
You're just ticked off because you make the content. You don't put any creativity into it. You don't put any thought into it. And you are salty and you are bitter about the fact that some of the reactors who have much smaller channels, they get more engagement and some of them make more money than you. They can take your bland, tasteless, toxic, boring stew, take it into their kitchens, add some special ingredients, stir it up, make it tasty, and people will eat it in their diners. They won't eat it in yours. That's why you're mad. Because you give this Boring, overly dried microwave potato. And the reactors, we work our magic. We add our commentary. We'll do the editing. We'll make it humorous. We do what we can to make it palatable to people, and people appreciate the extra effort. They appreciate it. They appreciate the entertainment. See, that's what it's all about, entertaining people. You don't know how to entertain people. You're not an entertainer. You're just someone with a YouTube channel. You're getting on your channel, monetizing your addictions, looking for enablers and funders of your addictions, but you do not entertain. And you're angry at those who do entertain. You're angry over that which you are not, nor do you try to be. Because you don't take pride in what you do. You don't take pride in who you are. You do the bare basic minimum on every level. And you get mad at other people who go the extra step and they get the extra reward.
I like it makes me hate people. I can't even tell you
You hate people anyway.
how much. My 10-year-old dog needed his teeth cleaned and they advised me not to because he was in bad health. Yeah, I'm sure I could call a vet right now and be like, given all, like, if I had taken her, I'm sure they would have said, you know, it's up to you. She's old, like, she has all these problems. Can't you stream like for members? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's just ridiculous. It just like it's not even like worth it for me like to be on this platform. It's just
Then go. You know what you said before, I'm not going to live stream on YouTube anymore. And yet, here we are. You're not going to be able to go on TikTok and make money. You're not established over there. You're not making money over there. This is all you have. You're not really established on Twitch. You're not established on OnlyFans or Patreon. You don't have any other platform open that is making you the kind of money that YouTube is making you. So if you're not on YouTube, where are you going to go and make that kind of money? This is your only option. You chose that path. You did by not putting in the work and not establishing yourself anywhere else. You chose this. You got one card in your hand and you have to play it. Because without that card, your hand would be empty. So you can stop with all this nonsense and saying, I hate YouTube. I don't want to be here. Fine, go. Go. We won't miss you. Leave if you want to. It's your choice. But if you're going to be on YouTube, don't be bitter and salty because other people are putting in the work and getting the reward and you're not. Stop being lazy and you might get some rewards.
all toxic. It's not worth my mental health. You know what I mean? So um I don't know. Like I like my Beezers and everything, but it's unreal. Imagine their life without you. What would they do and talk about? Yeah.
Anything and everything else.
I don't know. Mm. She literally said in her own words, the cat is in good health for being her age. It goes right over their heads. They're zombies. They're literal zombies. They don't have a friggin' brain cell between all of them. Anesthesia could be lethal in a cat that's elderly. Exactly. The blue window reveal. It's still there in case we need it. The middle finger thing, yeah. Every tweet and every video is about me. Yeah, and I'm the vile person. I'm the vile person
You are.
because my cat's nails were overgrown.
No. Stop minimizing this. They weren't a little bit long. They were in her pads. That's neglect. An animal's nails being long, it's a situation that should be taken care of, but it's not a medical emergency. But the nails growing into the pads, that is a medical emergency, and that is so easily preventable.
Like, give me a break. My one cat's nails because she was older. Like,
Pardon me, it happened twice. It shouldn't have happened the first time, but it's really awful and vile that it happened twice, Chantal.
I don't know what people want. Do you want me to cut off my arm? Will that make it better for you? You literally value, like, you don't value human life at all. You people are ridiculous. I like people who are just disgusting, disgusting, hateful people. Ridiculous. And then this moron with a friggin' orange creamsicle hairdo, like 25 years old, has no life experience, obviously, has the nerve to say she never got drunk and then judge me for what happened when I got drunk. Like, get a life. You can't judge something you don't know. Have you ever been in an abusive relationship? No.
Neither have you. Neither have you. And I don't know who you're talking about exactly. Are you trying to throw shade at Milky Chai? Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Don't talk about Milky Chai. Leave her alone. Be over there. Have you ever been in an abusive relationship? No. Well, guess what? Neither of you. Neither have you. I think you're a big, phony, faker, imposer, that you use those topics to make money more than once. Just opening up old wounds in people for the sake of profit, but you're not a real victim. You're not a real victim. You want to claim to be a victim for whatever reason, but you're not one. No. No, you're just a big old liar. You're a vile, disgusting liar.
So, and then has the nerve to be like, we don't want you on. I'm worried for the children with Foodie Beauty being on TikTok. Number one, I don't give a shit what you think. Number two, are you kidding? Do you know how many people you scroll through on TikTok? There's literal women half naked on there. You barely almost showed your boobs on your TikTok. Are you kidding? Should be more worried about you, you weirdo. Oh my God, I can't with people. A couple weeks after FG and her fan base hounded Little Mama. Yeah, they're disgusting. The girl world community is literally like
Not Foodie trying to school somebody on how much skin they can show. When she was on YouTube running around all those live streams, it's just a sports bra and her panties. Not her.
husband of the person who committed suicide. Like, I'm only bringing it up because, like, honestly, I'm surprised it's not gotten more attention. Somebody literally took their life. Let that sink in. And the community just doesn't give a crap. They're trying to just be like, I didn't have anything to do. Of course, nobody's indirectly responsible. um, for someone taking their life, like, especially if they had mental health conditions or whatever. But that's the thing. Like, people get pushed and pushed and pushed. And YouTube as a platform just allows targeting and bullying. Like, they don't do anything to protect their creators. And it might not have been FFG directly, but the whole Girl World community. Like, people who were attacking her for supporting me, like, just sick, disgusting people. And I don't know what harassment she was getting. Maybe in private she was getting more harassment. Who knows? Like, people with like maybe 200 subs. Yeah, seriously. All you have to do if you want to start a channel is put my name in the title. You'll get at least maybe a couple hundred views, at least 1,000 subscribers, and at least maybe a couple hundred views per video. But like, why would you want to? Hi, baby mama. I could never, never, never think like, why would you want to spend your time doing that? Like, I don't understand. What kind of content is that? What's your legacy on YouTube? Like, where
What's yours? What exactly is your legacy, Chantal? Let's look at your content. What is your legacy? What positive have you contributed to YouTube? You've come on YouTube, and in the 5 years, what have you done? You've come on camera, you've been gross, you have been offensive, you've said and done vulgar things, you've run around YouTube half naked, showing us all parts of your body that really should be left for, say, an adult site or OnlyFans. You've triggered people all over the place in a variety of ways. You've exploited so many things for attention. You, in my opinion, have exploited the Muslim culture, the Muslim faith, uh, grabbing onto anything, grabbing onto SA and DV and uh, your own problem with food, problems with rugs, grabbing onto the LGBTQ community. I mean, just everything. You exploit everything, your own pets, all just for one more month and one more paycheck from YouTube. That is your legacy. Living your life in excess and trying to find a crowd of people that will fund all of your addictions, all of your obsessions, and keep them all going. You are a walking cautionary tale of what happens when you live your life in excess with no self control. That's going to be your legacy, being a cautionary tale, and what can happen to you if you live your life excessively and you don't put the brake on.
Where do you think your channel's gonna go? Even Goblin is borrowed time. Seriously, you know what I mean? She bashed that woman and laughed, then said I didn't talk bad about her. She's a piece of crap. Situation with BBJ was an impossible situation. It's a lose-lose. Your life changed and drastically, and it was impossible to take her. Those who act like they don't understand have never had. They don't care. They just look for anything for false outrage. They don't care. I've explained the situation.
How does she say it's false outrage? Does she know how we feel? Does she know if we have false outrage versus true outrage? Because the whole situation with BBJ, that was real. Everybody being outraged, everybody being angry, that was very much real. There was nothing fake or phony about that. Maybe Chantal can't relate because she doesn't feel anybody's pain but her own. She has no sense of empathy, even though she claims to be an empath. She's so far removed from empathy that she just cannot connect with other people that way. So she calls it false outrage and false anger, because maybe never in her life has she been angry or upset on anybody else's behalf.
Situation 100 times, and they're still acting like I purposely neglected and abused my pets.
You did. You did.
When for years they've seen me be nothing. I could make a compilation today of how loving I was with my pets and how happy they were with me. Give me a break. Hi, sweet Vin.
I'm going to give my opinion, Chantal. I acknowledge the fact that you had the cats for years. This is just my opinion, my feeling. I think that everything for yourself and for the pets started to go seriously downhill when you hooked up with Natter. When you got on your channel and you were including them as part of your content, but there was no focus on being with a man, they got better care. To what degree, I cannot say. I do not know, but they got better care because there was nothing else that you were wrapped around and nothing you were obsessed with. But once you got it in your head that you were man hungry, you were man thirsty, started going after men, started running after matter, you started to really neglect them. And you always adapt. Whoever that person is, that becomes your new personality. And since Natter does not like animals, suddenly you don't like animals. So in order to, I guess, get in his favor, you had to take on his points of view about certain things. But that's when everything really started to go downhill. That's when you should have said, hey, I want this guy in my life. And so the correct thing would be to rehome my pets so I can focus on him. You didn't do it. You hung on to your pets and they suffered and they suffered and they suffered and they kept suffering. And I'm really glad that that's over now.
Vintage, so nobody cares about that cat. Nobody cares about that cat. All they care about is villainizing me. And you know what? It's not going to work because I don't give a shit what you think about me. And I don't care. Like, I just don't.
Oh, nobody cares about the cat? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the cat? Really? Let me play you something. don't care, Chantal. I don't care. I sat there and made that intro because I care. And you know what? There's lots of other people in the community that we do care. Anybody who ever tweeted about the situation, anybody who ever made a video about it, we care. We care. I remember all those nights when you were sitting there talking about giving BBJ a dirt nap, sitting here feeling like my stomach was in knots, worrying about her, watching all those live streams when you never did it to haul for pet food. Never. You're always showing yourself with junk food, but never saw you do a pet food haul. Knowing how badly you were feeding those pets and not taking care of them, it would always put my stomach in knots, just worrying like, is she going to be all right? Is Sam going to be all right? Knowing that Pete was not a good caretaker of the pets made me sick. False outrage? No, real outrage. Real worry. And when I heard that FFG and her family had the pets, I was sitting here crying happy tears, just so incredibly relieved that she was in better hands, that Sam was in a better place. I saw that, I heard that, and I'm like, I want nothing more. I want nothing more. I will not ask for anything ever again. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted, was to see both of those cats in better places, away from you, away from Pete's, away from all the nonsense. And now they are. And whatever happens to you, happens to you. You're a person, you're in control of your own body, your own destiny, your own life. You have control of that. Pets are a different story. They rely on us to be their guardian, to take care of them. You weren't doing your job that you signed up for. So I'm glad that other people stepped up to the plate and took over. Clearly, you were not that person. But don't you dare sit there and say people in the community did not care. Tons of people, tons and tons of people, viewers, reactors, people on Twitter, people on YouTube, now people on TikTok talking about what's going on. You think they're doing it all for clout? You think they're doing it all for attention? No. They're doing it because what you've done is offensive. It's cruel. It's unnecessary. It didn't have to go like that. If you wanted to rehome the cats and they had been healthy, nobody would have said a word. The rehoming the pets was never the problem. It's the fact that you monster, you let them suffer when they didn't have to suffer. You over there saying how much money you were making every month off YouTube, and you can't spend $10 to $20 to have their nails clipped. You can't call the groomers. You can't go to vet visits. You over there talking about spending $4,000 a month on food, another $3,000 on junk food, another few thousand on going to the dispensary, but you can't spend $50 or $60 to have the nails clipped and have them groomed and bathed? Disgusting. Disgusting. All the suffering, all the pain that BBJ has gone through didn't have to happen. A lot of it was so easily preventable and treatable and manageable. And you let things get that bad because you are a sadist. You are a monster. You like to hold the fact that she was in pain and the cats were suffering over everybody's heads as emotional blackmail to keep people tuning into you. You're a manipulator. You played those games. And now you're mad because you can't play those games anymore. And all of your sins to your pets are being exposed. Again, you're not mad over the fact that your pet suffered. You're not remorseful over it. Like any evil monster, you're mad about the truth being exposed of your evil. You're mad. There's no sadness in you. There's no pain of the pain that your pets went through. It's just that you're angry because everything being exposed is an inconvenience. It's an inconvenience because it's stopping you from making a lot of money. That's what it all boils down to. Oh, everything you've done is coming back to haunt you, and it's an inconvenience, and it hinders your money and solace money. Period.
Nobody cares about kiwi farms. Nobody gives a shit about them. They're doxers. They're anti-Semites. They make fun of autistic people. They're disgusting low life pieces of crap who all deserve to have that completely taken down, and they need to be in padded cells. That's what they think. That's what they.
You know what? You need to shut up about kiwi farms. Hey, the kiwi farmers, they do their thing over there. And they can get rude and crude, yes. But let me just bring this up, Chantal. You talk out of both sides of your mouth. 1 minute praising something, the next minute not praising it, putting it down. Kiwi Farms is a good example. You're saying all this stuff about the kiwi farmers. But it wasn't too long ago that you were on a live stream asking the kiwi farmers to dox somebody. You were saying in your live stream, hey, kiwi farms, dox this person. You're putting the message out to the farmers, hey, do this for me. Like I said, talking out of both sides of your mouth. You're an opportunist. You're a friend to no one. You're loyal to nobody but you. You know, you'll be loyal 1 minute and then take away the loyalty the next.
They are. That's what they are. They make the internet a crappy place, unsafe place for everybody, basically.
That describes your content as well.
Yeah. What? Golden Girl, what? Is Kmart even still around? Kiwi Farms is a forum that targets people and doxes people. Basically, like, for example, like they'll have probably like maybe a 20,000 page thread talking about like one person. Yeah.
You know what? As far as the kiwi farms is concerned, they talk about everybody over there. If you have a YouTube channel, they have probably talked about you. You know, a new channel pops up, they'll talk about you. They'll put you on a thread. That's it. You know, I'm absolutely certain they've got stuff on me on there. You know, they got stuff on every channel. That's what they do. They talk about people. They have an entire thread on Foodie Beauty. 7,000 pages on Foodie alone, though.
Yeah. It's really disgusting. They're really weird. And you know they all look like FFG or every other loser that are like her. No happy people in their life are going to take the time to discuss somebody to that degree and just bag on them. Like no happy person is going to do that. You can't tell me, you can't convince me. No successful person has time for that. These people obviously have no life, no family, no jobs, or they're just miserable. I don't know what their problem is, but
And what life do you have? What's so great about your life that you're making all these judgments of other people and how they live their lives, Chantal?
I wish miserable people would just take their misery out on themselves and leave other people out of it. You know what I mean?
Take your own advice. If you're miserable, if you're having an angry moment, take it off camera. Go do something. Go take a walk. Go paint a picture. Every time you get mad, you make sure to blow up in front of a camera and make money off of it.
If you look up Kiwi Farms, it was responsible for multiple suicides, and they completely deflect any responsibility on that. But you're absolutely right. Yeah, for sure. They don't have any life. They're losers. Yeah, exactly, babe. Big time losers. Actually, he would be in jail yesterday. His pickle was archived. Oh wow, a wiener. Who cares? Wieners come in all shapes and sizes. What's your point? Like, why just archive that to laugh at someone's private parts? What kind of low life human being are you? Really? Please. Oh my god, I can't. They make me want to bang my head against the wall. And they'd probably be happy if that happened. You cannot make a presence on YouTube on your own. Just watch. I should really seriously go ghost for a month and see what happens.
Do it. You keep taunting us and teasing us with it. Do it. You can't do it. You can't do it for two reasons, Chantal. One, you need the money. Two, you need the attention. You need the attention. You don't have a life off of YouTube. You don't have people you can hang out with and talk to and will give you ass pats. You use YouTube for attention and for money. You know, on YouTube, you feel important because you created this over the top, exaggerated caricature known as Foodie Beauty. You poured all of your energy, time, and focus into this character, and you gave nothing to the person. Hence why the person, Chantal, has no life, has nothing going on in her life. The person, Chantal, does not enjoy life. So to escape from all the unhappiness, you dive into the character. Well, ma'am, since your show is essentially the Chantal show, one thing about being a character, playing a role, when you get on stage, at some point, you got to walk off the stage. You got to walk off the stage. You can't be up there all the time. It's not healthy. Learn to walk off the stage and live.
I bet you any money I would improve my life. Number one, I would have a lot of time too. And all
So what's stopping you?
of you would do nothing but replay Cuba Ridge over and over. That's it. That's all you have. Talking about me eating pizza. Ooh. As if you don't eat pizza. That's my problem with that. You probably, like, seriously. Oh my God. Literally. Send $100 and Salah will show himself. Yeah, Joy. You, the moral police. What I do, haram, halal, is between me and God, okay? Not you and your super chat. So I do look flushed. Actually, it's because I have no filters. So my cheeks are.
You do have filters. You have the skin smoothing filter on. And I just found out, courtesy of Twitter, that the iPhone that she has, there are filters on it.
Are always red. Howie is awake. She's defending herself and she is so much happy with me. You nailed it. Exactly. Get Harry before I go. A couple hours. Wait till you see the quality difference in our vlog and our you know. That's another thing I'm gonna complain about right now. What do you do for a living? Mommy, what do you do for a living? I criticize a woman on YouTube I've never met. And steal her pets for views. Time for
You cannot steal what was willingly given away.
the air fryer. Look at him.
What am I right? No teeth?
No, she has teeth.
Oh, okay.
I think she has teeth, but you can't tell.
Oh.
Thanks, Barbara. Yeah. Actually, we're gonna be uploading another vlog soon.
Who
So
cares?
how did you like getting high and driving home to Montreal? Nobody cares about that. I'm sweating. I was sweating earlier, but now I'm okay. My cheeks are just always red, you know? Anyway, here I am with no filters, still cute, and I don't even have hardly any makeup on.
So damn cute. Come on. Are you kidding
How much is she paying you to say that, Sala? Seriously.
me?
Not really, but thanks.
No.
Are you like giving her extra praise because she bought that iPhone and it's really for you? So you got to lay it on thick now?
It's really.
Aw,
I love Salah. Love. Thank you,
I love your
Crystal.
beard.
Thank you.
Ew.
You guys are
Okay,
super
guys.
cute. Thank you, LD Wig.
Be real. Who's cuter, right? Guys, thanks for beezing.
I hope the peaceful will be spread of this community.
You know what? Sala bores me. He does. He doesn't bring anything to her stream. I don't even know why he doesn't just stay off camera. He brings nothing to her stream. He's just there. You know what? We're done here. I've got all that I need. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this react video. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Y'all take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.